I walk deep sadness path with lonely. This loneliness makes me empty. This emptiness makes me slow. I couldn't find anyone to share with my pain. I took the pen and paper. I made a friend with them, and I share with them my pain. They cry with me. The paper becomes wet with their tears. I'm Ravi and I'm from Sri Lanka. I came by boat and I'm an asylum seeker. Last 3.5 years I was held up in a detention center, Nauru and Melbourne Detention Center. Now I'm like 1.5 years in a Australian community and traveling all around in Australia, sharing my experience and just try to eye-opening things with Australians, what's asylum seekers going through when they get to Australia and held up in a detention center. What's their situation and how they're facing suffering and how they're coping their life and what's their daily life living, that kind of talking, sharing my story and get more people support to asylum seekers. That's my mainly task, what I'm doing now. I'm not a poet. I can say I'm a crazy writer. It's mean I'm trying to express myself and how I'm feeling all the time, and now I'm suffering and facing pain with life, and I couldn't find the way to dealing with that. So I started to writing and sharing my feelings with my pen and paper. That they are my good friends. If there's people who seeking asylum, that means they try to find good place to rest of their life, because they're already facing lots of problem in their country. No one wants to leave their parents or families and took that risky journey on the deep water. When we held up in a detention center, their dreams and their hopes is took away from us and throw it away, and held up in a detention center long time. It's kind of mentally torture. I was there, so I can feel their pain and I can feel their suffering, and I just always talking with the people in a detention center. I understand how they spending time inside the cage. English is my third language. Second language is Tamil and English. It's not helpful to write. I'm writing in my own language, my first or second language. It's not going to be useful for Australians to get more understanding about the asylum seekers and refugees. So I chose my third language and started to writing. While I was in a detention center in Nauru, I couldn't find the way to dealing with my suffering, and I thought the creation is the best way to touch people's heart and mind. My drawings and my poetries mostly connect with asylum seekers. So I never write any poetries when I am happy. I never draw any artwork when I'm happy, because I just let my heart and my soul to enjoy that moment. And I'm always writing when I'm sad or when I feel someone suffering, when I feel someone pain, and I started to writing behalf of them. The most of people, they can't express themselves, so I find the way to express. Creation is the best way and best weapon to dealing with any kind of things. It's anxiety or depression, stress. That's the best weapon I found, the creation. Also, I'm running another project. It's called Hidden Voices from Australian Human Dumping Ground. It's collecting poetries from other detainees, asylum seekers and refugees who held up in a human dumping ground. Just try to give them some motivation and give some good platform to get involved in writing and make a poetries and get the poetries from them. And we have a small activist group here. I started to reading in front of the people and sharing their stories and sharing their words. And it's good way to people get more understanding about the asylum seekers and their problems. They can just stand up and doing something. That's kind of motivation. I'm just try to always approach to people in a different way to giving some ideas. When someone needs something from, especially in inside, we need to fill them with what we can do that. So I'm always doing that. So it's right away I got the message and reply to them, and they ask what's happened, and they said, oh, I'm sad and I couldn't sleep. Okay, we can talk, and I'm sharing with them and time and talk with them and give some motivate and give some strength with my talking and sharing my words with them. So it's really, I feel quite good things. I'm always talking, keep touch with them to not let them to go backward and try to push them to make front, you know. Just make them happy with little things. It's not harming to sending some message or sending some gift or sending something to make what they want and what they make little happy while they're living in a dumping ground. I'm trying to give them a little bit happy and a little bit hope with I'm always talking and sharing the things with them, you know. There's lots of talented people, they spoil their life in a detention center. You know, they can speak in English, they can work hard. There are lots of artists and lots of doctors and nurses and engineers. They held up in a detention center and they don't have a future. So we need to give them the chance. Yes, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to make you free, and what you're going to make changes. So that's what I'm doing. So I got a free and I changed lots. Creation is a best thing to approach to people. So use your creation to not disappearing the humanity in this country. Because when your creation is perfect, that their humanity is going to be a perfect. So that's what I understand that. Because the best way to get the humanity, to collect the people from the creation, it's just not only artwork or writing or storytelling or filmmaking. There's a lots of different way to creation and get people get involved. Everyone are artists. Even if you are cooking your home, you are artists. So if you cook and good food and ask to people, your neighbors, to come and join with you, and they will enjoy your food, and then you can share something with your experience or whatever you have. So that's the best things to approach to people. Creation is the best way to approach to people. Past. If you forget me, I will hug you. I will crush you. Sometimes I will make you cry. Because you don't need to make a mistake what you made in past in the present. It's not revenge. It's make you stronger, stronger, stronger. Present. I'm in your hand. Guide me in the right way. I don't want to bring you sadness in your life. I'm always bring joy to you. Use me in the right way. I will bring joy to you. Future. I'm not in your hand, but I will come to your hand. You want to make a plan for me. If you miss me, I never come to you. Present, past, future. We are good friends. We all want to carry you until your death and want to make you happy. This is my focus to future.